The United States of America, land of boundless opportunity. So many people from around the world are dreaming to be a part of this amazing society. You, my friends, are among the select few to have achieved this dream. And when I say select, I really mean it. Let me start by welcoming all of you to this opening reception for the new Immigrants to the United States Survival Workshop. I know, many of you didn't expect that you will need a manual on surviving in the US, this wonderful and welcoming country. Neither did I 15 years ago when I was sitting right where you are now. Well, some of you may be in for a rude awakening. The Society of Legal Immigrants to the United States is here to help you in your transition. I, Dimitar Ivanov, the director of our great society, am happy to welcome you to this evening's events. We hope you've enjoyed this traditional American meal provided by our sponsors, McDonald's and Coca-Cola. But let's get back on topic. Over the next couple of days, we will cover two important themes: jobs and adjusting to American culture. It's exciting to see such a diverse group of people from so many countries with such a broad range of ethnicities, races, and religions. Scratch that. That was copied from my last month's speech. We don't really have that anymore. Thank you, Mr. President. But you guys made it through the extreme vetting somehow, and that's all that really matters, right? So, having gone down the registration list, I'm so happy to see so many Eastern Europeans, even some fellow Bulgarians. Look, Theresa May not want you, but your hard work and borderline alcoholism are welcome here. And I see the usual majority of Indians and Chinese. Don't worry, there's plenty of doctors and engineering jobs to go around. And I see a good number of Mexicans. Surprising. How did you guys even make it in here? Boy, we could really use that wall. Kidding. And I see some Australians. Well, that's a first. Were you people worried that Australia could end up on the banned list just because our president closed the phone on yours? Well, understand, it's so hard for him to hold the phone with those tiny little hands of his. And think of all the tweeting he had to get to. You're just overreacting. But please explain to me, why would you want to come to the US anyway? I mean, you live in Australia. You got boomerangs, bobbies, and freaking kangaroos. But don't worry, we Americans love Australians. Russell Crowe, Nicole Kidman, and especially that yummy Hugh Jackman. But look, you all are lucky you made it. But you probably shouldn't leave the country even if you have a green card, or you may not be able to get back in. Well, you may desperately want out in a few months, depending on the antics of old Donny Boy. I mean, the Donald. Or should I say, Mr. President? But America is a melting pot, as they say, so you are all welcome here. Just as long as you don't take our jobs, stick to the ones you know. Migrant farming, coal mining, cab driving. On the way to the airport, my cab driver told me he once was a top attorney in Guatemala. But just look at him now, living the American dream. Some days I bet he just can't believe what he's doing with his life. But the important thing is Americans work really hard, and all of the time. No 6-week vacations, désolé, my French friends. In fact, you'll be lucky to get 1 or 2. But that's how we built the most prosperous society in the world, and think about what you're getting in return. Oh, the conveniences of American life. Imagine driving to places in your absurdly oversized, spacious SUV, instead of suffering in some smelly, overcrowded public transportation. Imagine cheap gas and air conditioning everywhere. But I know what some of you are thinking. What about global warming? What about reducing your environmental footprint? Well, we Americans do care about these issues very much and are willing to make changes. Just as long as they don't affect our very comfortable lifestyle in any manner whatsoever. But anyway, my point is that you'll have to work hard if you want to fit in our society. But more importantly, you must try to adjust to American culture. Now, some aspects of it may be difficult to accept, but others you may like. Take our eating habits, for example. Welcome to the world of large restaurant portions. Now, you will eat a lot. You will gain a few pounds. That's expected if you eat out often. Which, of course, is not helped by the fact that you will almost never walk anywhere. And I suppose you've been exposed to the wonderful American fast food chains. I mean, they seem to be at every corner of every country I visit, but there really is nothing like a quarter-pound cheeseburger with a large fries and a milkshake to wash it down. But enough about food. American culture is so much more than that, I think. Take sports, for example. Americans love their sports. You're all in for a special treat if you're willing to discover a few new sports and learn a few new words. Like the word soccer, which you will now have to use for your favorite sport, football. Because, of course, the word football is reserved for the superior American sports, where the players throw, catch, and carry the ball with their hands. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Well, if you can't get into a sport where action happens in spurts of a few seconds, and frankly, you have no idea what's going on, you got a few alternatives, not the least of which being baseball, where action happens very slowly, if at all. Hey, it is called America's favorite pastime for a reason. In fact, I think Americans go to baseball games just to catch up on their recommended intake of hot dogs and cheese nachos. Also, the United States is the only country in the world where national sports champions are called world champions. Like the Baseball World Series or the NBA World Champions. As if no one else in the world plays basketball. And I know what some of you are thinking. Americans must be quite full of themselves. Well, soon will all of you living in the greatest country in the world, and you will grow to love America. Wait. You already do. You have been extremely vetted, so your love of country must be unwavering, right? Right? Right. Good, good. Once again, welcome to the land of boundless opportunity. Enjoy the rest of the dinner, enjoy the workshop, but most of all, enjoy the pursuit of the American dream. Oh, and once the workshop is over, don't forget to pick up your complimentary guns from the shop around the corner. Thank you very much.